Wow, what a game! Didn't expect anything less. Just gotta give a nod and tip of the cap to Coach Lanning, Bo Nix, the entire Oregon football team. They've had an amazing year, and we've had two battles with them that just, as you know, went down to the wire, and we knew it would be
Poised to go.
that. Just proud of our guys and the way they continue to just be resilient and find a way. The way just always playing in the present, in the moment, with never having regrets, and finding different ways to do it. Proud of the way we stepped up again. Physicality, just both sides of the ball, ran the football, offense, and Michael, probably back in sync. And a lot of that has to do with just getting the guys and the crew all back together again. We've had a couple weeks now where J-Max joined the mix, and you can see that timing continue to develop and the rhythm in practice growing, and they just found ways to make those big plays. But it took a team effort. Defense did a nice job getting off the field early in the game, started fast, and got us off to a great start. And that lead, I know it. We lost it at one point, but that lead was important. Because it still, put us at a small deficit, and a great drive there in the fourth quarter by these guys. And, again, proud all the way around.
Coach Ari Wasserman, The Athletic, congratulations. The thing I've noticed about this team the last few weeks is you've had some critical third and fourth down moments late in games where other teams may have ran it, played it conservative, worked clock, punted, tried to play it that way. But in each of those games, you put the ball in Michael's hands and McMillan's hands and Odunze's hands. In those moments, what is it about your temperament as a coach and this team where there seems to be this no hesitation, mentality of like, we're going to put the ball in our best players' hands, regardless of whether or not this is what the book might say. And
Yeah.
Not only that, you got it done each and every time the last month.
Yeah. It isn't even playing the percentages. You let your best players win football games for you. And it's exactly that. I think you said it all. When you got 9 right here, give him the chance to touch the football and make plays. He's been through it all. He's got all these experiences to draw upon, and knows when to take the risk, when not to, how to put the team on his back and just keep moving. And he's the guy we're gonna let pull the trigger when we feel like we got a call. Put all our trust and belief in him. Other great players around him, of course, that are going to come through for him as well. Rome and even JP and J-Mac had big games tonight. So just want to give these guys a chance to go win a football game. Not play scared, not play just to try to be close, play to win.
Ralph Amsden, Pac-12 Apostles. Two quick questions for you. One, the slants that they kept going to it. Was that just something that you practiced, were able to improve on? It looked like they thought they could beat you in those one-on-one situations, and you were able to jump on those slants and put them in third and long situations. And the other one is, this has never been done before. Pac-12's over, and it ended with an undefeated team. It's never happened. I know you're newish to it, but the significance is huge for anybody who's covered this conference over time. What does it mean to you to finish by doing something that's never been done before?
Yeah, I think first of all, with our coverage on some of their routes, they're going to what they're looking at film, and it's also what they do, and so some RPOs and things like that where they're trying to move defenders and get a guy isolated. But our guys just did a great job of film prep, on a short week, and really proud of the way they just got bodies on bodies and played physical, but we didn't get pass interferences and things like that over the middle. Really proud of the way we just continued to respond, and they made a play. They got a fourth down. They hit the slant, but we lined up and kept playing. It means so much. Your second question with the 13-0. I mean, it's hard to do. It's hard to go 12-0 and then have to beat a really good football team a second time in 1 year. That's just a tip of the cap to our guys, and just how they didn't worry about the last game, didn't worry about who was supposed to win or anything like that. Just focused on us. It's always been about us. We believe that we have what it takes, and if we just play in the present and control what we control, that's what happens. Is what you see out there today.
Hi, Steve Futterman here. Congratulations on the win. I know you weren't thinking about this during the week, but this game did have a symbolic aspect to it, being the last Pac-12 game. Just your thoughts on being involved in the last game in this conference, your thoughts about the conference in general, maybe some nostalgic moments for you.
I think probably two things. Just the historic, just tradition of what this conference has done. The great teams, throughout all the years, we've had many of them at UW, and historic moments there, and conference championships, national championships, and so, it is sad to see it happen and not be the last football game there. But I think the other part is just understanding how strong the conference was this year. There were 8 teams at one point, I believe, that were ranked in the top 25. And we played the best ones, and we played one of them twice. And I don't think there's anyone else in the country that's gone through what we went through. And we did it not just at the beginning of the year, and it was spread out. We did it at the end of the year, and we won 4 games against 4 top teams here in November and now in December. And that's tough to do. We did it at home. We did it on the road. We did it in wind. We did it in rain. This team, can do it because, we have all those different pieces. We got a defense that will take advantage of opportunity, and we have an offense. You get in a fast track like we had tonight, you see how explosive they can be. We can do it in the air, and we can do it on the ground. But we did, and going back to the Pac-12, we did it against the one of the best years ever the Pac-12 has had when it comes to the depth of the league.
Say it again.
Could you comment also on the symbolism being part of this last Pac-12 game?
Yeah, man. I'm just super excited to be here and to be in this moment. Obviously, like Coach said, it's sad to see, but for us to be able to, do the things that we did this season, and it's still going on, but to do the things that we've done so far, it took a lot of hard work and dedication. Like he said, we played a lot of great teams in this conference, and we're just super blessed to be a part of it, and just look forward to what the future holds.
Jordy Feeplak, Cronkite News. Similar to what was just said, but obviously you guys have had pretty special moments in this conference. What do you think makes it unique? What do you think you're going to take away from it as you make this move to the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think getting all the rivalries. For us, it starts with the Northwest Pacific area, and just those rivalries that are built in, and each team kind of has those within the conference, and there's just been so many big games, so many great players that have stepped on the football field, and I know I vowed to make sure that the guys that won championships for us and had those great individual and team efforts that we'll always remember and make sure we celebrate those teams that did great things that got us to having the program that we have today.
Yeah, Kyle Bonnegar with ESPN. You guys have obviously played a lot of close games recently. How much did those experiences matter in a game like this, knowing that you've been in those situations and experienced them regularly for both of you guys?
Yeah, I think we just always draw on our experiences. And, there's a deep, deep, deep belief right now in our football team that when the moments get tough, we can really hone in, and guys will just do their job, not get overwhelmed, and go execute. And it's just, I think you can go back to one game and learn from it. You can go back to all of a sudden 2 or 3. It's just everything is happening in a different way. We've won it in different ways, and so we got a brotherhood in that locker room that is super proud and wants to continue to showcase who they are collectively and how hard they play and how much they love each other, and it shows because they're just going to leave it all on the football field.
Yeah, for me, I'll say just the love and trust that we have on our team. Is it's unmatched. Like it's unmatched, and man, we've been doing it each and every week. We're not gonna say that we want those games to be close, but to be able to find a way to win each and every week. Day in and day out. Keeping that 1-0 mindset. Always going back to it's us versus us. Not worried about the things on the outside. That could possibly be a distraction for our team. I feel like that's what makes this team so special, because we're just all about each other and we want to see each other succeed. And we know that we've done it before. And Coach Mack, our strength coach, he put us through a lot of hard times, during the off season, so that we could be prepared for these moments. So that whenever we do face these great football teams, we're able to come out on top at the end of the day, just by our perseverance and just the love and trust that we have for each other.
And then, Michael, at the end of the game, your teammates were chanting Heisman, Heisman, Heisman. You're 13-0 now. What would it mean to kind of take part in that ceremony or potentially win the award?
Yeah, man. It's just a blessing to be able to be in that talk. But for me, it was always the main thing. Always for me was to win. And to be able to do that today on a stage like this, it's incredible. And I'm gonna always favor and savor this moment. I'm just super excited right now. I'm just really living in this moment, whatever happens come this week, next weekend, it's gonna happen. It's already written, and obviously I couldn't do it without the guys around me. So I gotta thank my offensive line for all the work that they put in each and every day, to allow me to stay clean on Saturdays and for today on Friday. I'm just super blessed for the guys I have around me and Coach DeBoer and the staff as well, for sure.
Greg Bell, the News Tribune. Mike, you had the whole team around you between the third and fourth quarter. Back here, you had the whole team around you between the third and fourth quarter. What was your message to them? What'd you say?
Yeah, just keep believing, and keep fighting. The game obviously wasn't over. We just got to continue to stay 1-0. And, just telling the guys, we've been in this position before, where it gets tight at the end, but for us, it was just about trusting in each other. And I was just telling them that just look at the guy next to you, just trust that he's going to do his job to help us win this game. And, that's what it's all about, just loving each other and, trusting each other whenever those moments get big or when those moments seem to get tough, and just having that belief that we'll be able to make it happen.
Coach, Oregon's kind of made these cinematic recaps famous this year, and a common theme in them is Coach Lanning asking his team, what's the narrative on these guys? And coming into the game, the narrative was that you have this Heisman quarterback that can throw the ball all over the field wherever he wants. Why was it so important for you to be able to establish, oh no, we can run the ball just as powerfully?
Yeah, I think that's been a work in progress the second half of the season, and DJ, along with the offensive line, it's important for us to, if we want to win a championship, Pac-12 championship, national championship, for us to have that balance, the ability to be balanced. If a team is taking Michael and the receiving core away, being able to, move the chains and get those hard yards, we're going to be critical. And we've just kept working at it and just continue to plug away. And that's. That was a big deal. That was a big part of the game, especially the way that we finished it off there at the very end of the last drive.
Hey, Michael, your last touchdown, your pass to Quentin Moore, was that the play call? Was that a check down? Was that something you saw? And also, I know you've had Jalen McMillan back for a couple weeks, but he was back tonight.
Yeah.
That's the old Jalen McMillan. How much did that change the offense?
Yeah, that play call to Quentin Moore, that's a play call we've been holding for the past couple weeks, and we knew that once the moment came, we were going to be able to execute it at a high level, and that special moment for Q. I know how excited he was. Like, you should have saw him in practice when we were installing it. Whenever I was throwing it to him, he couldn't stop smiling because he knew that he was going to get a touchdown on that play. And that just says, it just comes from that belief, and belief in Coach Grubb, his play calling, and I'll say towards the end of the game, it was a key third down when I threw it to Jalen McMillan on the out route. We were coming off a timeout, or I think it was off a timeout, and I was talking to one of the other quarterbacks. I'm like, hey, it was like 3rd and 4, and I was like, we need to go this certain play. And, on the headsets, Coach Grubb, he called it in. He called in that same exact play that I said without us even talking about it. So, man, it's crazy, to be able to have the quarterback and offensive coordinator be on the same page like that, and just our connection, our bond, and the trust that we have with one another. I knew it was going to be special, and we were going to make it happen. Jalen, he's been tremendous, man. He's been battling with stuff, but he's always kept a positive energy, and he's an ultimate team guy, and he wants this team to be successful. And he always said that he's going to do whatever he can to help this team win football games. And today he definitely showed who he really is.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, go Dogs.
Nick Douglas here. Guys, as leaders of this team heading into the college football playoff, where do you expect to put most of your emphasis on?
It's kind of funny because, in the training room, me and DJ, we actually kind of talked about the schedule and the things that we had to do. And, we were absolutely confident that we were going to be able to win all these games. And I'm dead serious. We really thought that we were going to be able to win all these games and, get our chance to have the opportunity to be in this position. And it's just so special, and it's such a blessing to be able to, do the work and for it to come to fruition.
Ethan Kilbreth with The Daily. Coming into this game as an undefeated team with a win already over Oregon, but being a big underdog, was there an element to feeling disrespected and then coming into this game and being able to prove that you do belong as one of the top teams in the country?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was 10-point underdog, which is absolutely insane. But we definitely took that personal, and we knew coming into the game that we were going to win this game. And we've been preaching that all this week, and we came out and got the W.
Yeah,
LT,
never mind. It was just kind of crazy just seeing it because, who did we play after Oregon? We played one of the best teams in Arizona. We played Utah. We played all these teams gave us their best punch, and then their record. The rest of their schedule, they were just playing basically, everybody else's second punch. So I felt it was super disrespectful just to see how hard we worked because we could have lost those games. We do want to win those games by 50, but a win's a win, and they're all hard to get. This is the best conference in the United States for a reason. So you shouldn't knock us because the opponents are good too. You know what I mean? So it was just huge. It was a huge disrespect for sure.
My question to you guys is LT was at TG Sports TV1 when Oregon went ahead with the touchdown.
Yeah.
First question was, what was going through you guys' mind about when they scored? What was going through you guys' mind?
It's a game of momentum. And, they got the momentum. We just had to go and get it back. And we knew our defense was going to get a stop for us. They've been playing great all year. And we knew that what we were going to do when we got on offense, and that was score.
And then my last question, what makes your defense so special? You guys been good against the run and the pass all year long, but what makes you guys so special?
We go against the best offense in the United States. We have freaking Romo Doomsday. We got DJ. You guys don't know how much of a pain it is to go against this guy in practice. And, so when it happens in the game, it's simple. We play up to we really just play up to our training every single day. We have the freaking Heisman at quarterback, throwing impossible passes. So, the margin for error at practice, and you know how it is in camp where there's a ton of bragging rights. DJ talks the most track in practice too. So it's just so at the end of the day, it's just iron sharpens iron. We're just trying to be the best team we can be, and the results showed for sure.
Kenneth Berry, Touchdowns Intelligence Network. Pac-12 Media Day, you talked about the bitter feeling you had, even though you guys won your bowl game last year, but everything you kind of left on the table, and you pretty much went back and all the losses you had last year, you made up for it. So how does it feel to do that? Is that feeling better now compared to last year? And for DJ, the game you had, offensive linemen were cramping up. It was really bad that last drive. What did you guys say to each other before that big run? And what were you thinking, going up against that defense, hitting them, averaging 6 yards a carry?
And get the first down. Double up, get the first down. That's the only thing that was going through my mind. And we knew that coming in, it was going to be a tough game, and it was. It was going to come down to whoever had the ball last and whoever was the most physical team. And we were the most physical team tonight, and we got the win.
Yeah, Kyle Bonnegar with ESPN. Coach DeBoer talked a little bit about the deep belief that you guys have that you're just going to win. Can it speak to that idea and just going into a game with that sort of expectation for an entire season?
You know, one of the things that Coach DeBoer, brought, the little phrase that he brought was the phrase "winners win," because that's what winners do. And you kind of think it's corny until you start to really for it to come to fruition. And the way that these guys prepare, the amount of attention to detail that there are in terms of every single thing, the meals, the meetings, even the practice scripts. I mean, they're so detailed. These guys don't sleep. They're nocturnal. If you go to the stadium at any time, there is going to be a coach, working and trying to improve this team. So I mean, it's just when it happens in the games, and then when it's up in the air, then it could go either way. There's just full belief that we can win because we put the work in, and every single scenario that can happen in a football game we've seen by the time the game starts. So I mean, it's just it's a culture thing. That's the best way to explain it. We win because we're winners. That's just that's what it is.
Dan Rayleigh, I was watching you guys in pregame, and I know you always prep real hard and you go through your this and that, but it seemed like this was different tonight. Every position group kind of grabbed each other before you went back in the locker room. I saw the DBs all gather. I saw the linemen all hug each other, and it was different. Was there just a bigger commitment, even more than before, going into this one?
I think so. Absolutely. I mean, being a 10-point underdog and the number 3 team in the country is just, like we said, it's outrageous. And, we had a chip on our shoulders coming into the game, and we were blessed to be blessed to have this opportunity, man, to be out there with a whole bunch of fans and do what we did. So it was a special moment. So we tried to take it all in.
Greg Biffle, News Tribune. Edfo, you made a tackle in the fourth quarter while you were prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Did you see the ball carrier? How did you make that play?
I mean, obviously Bucky's one of the best running backs in open space, and so when when he caught the ball, I saw him, but at the end of the day, I slipped, but my mindset was just get him down by any means. So I mean, there's no excuses, and I just felt that I knew he was cutting in, and even though I slipped, I kind of mentally, kind of just processed it, and I kind of just extended my arms and just grabbed it for dear life and just wrapped him, got him down as quick as possible.
How indicative, or how is it an example of the effort it takes to go 13-0 and win a championship like you just did?
I mean, it's not easy. I mean, you got to understand that this guy came from literally halfway across the country to get us better. I mean, frick. I mean, Mike has how many surgeries and to be able to persevere and get to this moment. Winning isn't easy. I mean, even this year wasn't guaranteed. There's a whole lot of work, and we were 12-0, and we were still 10-point underdogs. So I mean, you just got to fight for every single thing that you get. We earned it. You can say what you want, but we earned it. Every single game.
James Crepy with the Oregonian. Dillon, that's a top 10 run defense. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher other than you. You do it twice, and you go off for 150 and 2 scores, including the go-ahead. What does this performance feel like, and how did you guys achieve what no other team achieved against that run defense?
Man, I don't even know what to say to that, man. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, I'm blessed to be in this position, man, to have this opportunity to go out there and just do what I do, man. And I got the trust from the guys, the coaching staff, and everyone believes in me. And so they knew I was banged up, but I told them, man, I could have lost a leg, an arm, a forehead, my foot, whatever, and I was still going to be out there giving them everything I had. So I'm just blessed to be here and blessed to be a part of this culture.
Eddie, 3 wins in a row against Oregon, and beating Oregon's different. Beat them down there last year, Electric Husky Stadium, and again here. 9-point underdogs going into today.
Yeah.
Was this different preparation, and where does this rank up there?
I mean, shoot. I mean, to be honest with you, I slept at the stadium for 3 straight days because I was trying to get ready for this game, man. And I knew how big it was. I mean, the moment was huge, and I mean, I just knew that we beat them twice, but this one would be a lot sweeter if we get this one. I'm not gonna lie, man. Just like to beat them in a neutral field because everybody was saying that, oh, like we play like, you know, but like you can't say nothing. You can't say anything. You know, like that's 3 in a row, and that's when it all matters too. You know, like they beat us. They didn't go to the playoff. I mean, like you can't say that, you know, Washington isn't back. So I mean, you gotta put respect on our name.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
God bless you guys.